Hello and welcome to more Pokemon Stadium! In the last episode, we finished off the Pokeball division of the Poke Cup tournament. And today, I'm not actually going to begin the Great Ball division. Not quite yet. We're actually going to take a detour and go over to the Gym Leader Castle. This is because in Pokemon Yellow, I just recently defeated Brock. So what do you say we go and defeat Brock in this game as well? Alright, PEWTER Gym, Brock. And today, guys, well, first of all, the way that gyms work is each one has 4 battles, 3 trainers, and then the gym leader. And the trainers do not necessarily have Pokemon related to the gym leader's type. You can see we have a Bug Boy. He's going to have different types of Pokemon, so you don't want to just pick things that wreck rock types. Now, how am I going to pick the team for this? This is where things get interesting, guys. I'm actually going to try something a little bit different, and I want you guys to let me know what you think of this idea. But I found this site right over here called Random Pokemon Generator. And what it allows me to do is pick how many Pokemon I want. I could pick the Dex. You can't see my cursor for some reason. Oh, there it is. Okay, so you can see the Dex. I have the Kanto Dex because this is Gen 1. I can exclude Legendary Pokemon, and I'm also excluding NFE Pokemon, which is not fully evolved. This is Pokemon like Squirtle and Magikarp, stuff that's not at its final evolution. And I'm just going to hit this button. It'll give me 6 Pokemon, and I'm going to use that as my team. So here we go. This is my team I'm going to use. Alright. Our team is Dragonair, Nidorina, Tauros, Staryu, Horsey, and Charizard. I have no idea how well this is going to work. The water types will be useful against Brock for sure. Let's go. I guess I'll just go all the way to the bottom. I probably could have grabbed them as I went, but oh well. So we'll go ahead and grab Dragonair. Let's see. Oh, my bad. I forgot to switch back to this screen. I have Dragonair. Sorry about that. So we have Thunderbolt, Fire Blast, Thunder Wave, and Hyper Beam. Cool. Let me go back up to Nidorina, which was the second. Oh, actually, Horsey's right here. Let's just grab that. Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, Smokescreen, Toxic. This is a very professional show, guys. I kind of forgot to go back to the game for 10 seconds. I probably just passed over something, but here's Nidorina. Thunder, Ice Beam, Toxic, Body Slam. Let's also get Charizard right here. Fly, Dig, Fire Spin, Mimic. And finally was Staryu. Wait, no, Staryu and Tauros. I like how I say finally when there's still 2 slots left. What is wrong with me? Alright, Staryu, Thunderbolt, Surf, Recover, Psychic, and Tauros. Strength, Tail Whip, Bide, and Fire Blast. So, let's see how this team fares. This seems like a kind of unbalanced team. Not in like a strong way, but we don't have super good type coverage. However, we do have some fire and some ice moves. Let's see, Tauros has Fire Blast. Who else had Fire Blast? Was it Dragonair? Okay, let's go ahead and use Dragonair. That'll be a pretty good starter here. And obviously, Charizard, although he only has flying, he only has Fire Spin. His Fly will be good against all these, and I'll round it off with, I'll just use Staryu, who's got Ice Beam, might as well. Staryu has a really good special stat as well.
From Gym Leader Castle, how will our intrepid challenger fare against the best of the best?
Yes, the best of the best. It's a Metapod. I'm sure this is going to be very challenging. I'm just going to use Fire Blast, obviously. This should one-shot it. I mean, Dragonair's not super good in the special stat, but they're still pretty decent. And Fire Blast, wow, it didn't kill it. Well, there you go. I thought it would kill it because Fire Blast is Fire Blast, but I guess not quite enough. I'll just go ahead and use Thunderbolt, just because it has better accuracy. I forget how much Fire Blast has in this gen. I think it's 70% accuracy? I don't remember, but in any case, it misses sometimes. Easy so far. I think the first trainer is going to be a breeze. It's got a bunch of bug Pokemon. I think the way they decide what the trainers have leading up to the gym is kind of based around the Gen 1 games. So for example, I probably could use Thunderbolt there, but basically around this point in the game, around PEWTER City, you'll find a lot of bug catchers, youngsters, things like that. So I'm pretty sure that's why we're fighting these trainers. Because obviously right before PEWTER City was Viridian Forest, which is where you find these bug trainers a bunch. We got Burn on him, which is nice, but again, I'm just going to Fire Blast Thunderbolt. That should take him out, no problem. Twin Needle. Yeah, that was not really a decent hit, my dude. Oddly enough, Psychic type in Gen 1 is so good because the only thing that it's really weak to is Bug and Ghost. And there's only 3 bug attacks in the game. Twin Needle, Pin Missile, and Leech Life, I think it is. And none of those are very good moves. And I think there's a glitch where in some of the games, Ghost type can't even hit Psychic. I don't know if that's in Pokemon Stadium or if that's only in the Game Boy games, but yeah. That was definitely weak. Looks like Dragonair's gonna just sweep this team. Will that even do half? Oh, barely half. This could potentially not kill because moves don't always do the same damage. And after Mega Drain, I should have done Fire Blast. That was a bad choice. This might kill, but it's very unlikely. They'll probably live with a couple HP left. And yeah, 6 HP. Oh well, even if they do a Mega Drain again, it's not going to matter. Looks like they're trying to do Razor Wind. Honestly, I probably could have just Hyper Beamed as well. But there we go, the first trainer is down! Take that, Buttery! Good job, Dragonair. Why does Dragonair have like a ball in its chin? I don't know. So, Bug Boy is defeated. Kind of funny they call it Bug Boy instead of Bug Catcher. Now, you might have noticed, I did not get a continue there. That is because this mode does not have continues. You have 4 trainers. You have to beat them all without losing. If you lose once, you are out. This time we have a bunch of poison and grass types. Let's see, I think Staryu has Psychic, which will be good against poison. However, it's going to have a weakness to some of those guys as well. Let's see. Man, I think I'm going to start with Staryu anyways. And if I happen to get a grass type, I'll switch over to Charizard. And I'll also bring in Tauros just because. 'Cause reasons.
Here's the second adversary.
Second adversary indeed. It's going to start with Ekans. That's awesome. So that's going to be the poison type. So Psychic will be good against that. If he sends out a grass type, hopefully he doesn't just swap. He's not. Okay. Now if he swaps to a grass type, I don't think Psychic is necessarily bad against grass, but obviously grass is going to be really good against Staryu, and he has Mega Drain, so that's not going to hurt very much. Staryu does have a high special stat, so he resists grass type pretty well, aside from his typing, of course. And I don't think Ekans has a particularly high special stat, so he probably won't do that much damage. So that's why Mega Drain kind of sucked there. Also, Mega Drain's just not that strong of a move to begin with. I think its base power is like 40 or 50. It's pretty weak. Here comes Bulbasaur. Is Bulbasaur part poison, or is that not until it evolves? I can't even remember. I'm going to risk it and go with Psychic, but I don't think that Bulbasaur is part poison quite yet. Let's see how this does. It is super effective. Maybe he is part poison, and I just never realized. This Mega Drain might hurt a little bit more here, since it is going to have same type attack. Yeah, that did a lot more, but I think, even though he healed, I think I can still kill him with one more Psychic. If this is a second sweep, dude, I've been sweeping like every battle. Even with a random team generated from this website, I'm still doing just fine right now. Of course, the game gets way harder later on. Once we get to like Master Ball, no matter what team I use, there is a chance I will lose. It is that hard. So don't worry, guys. This crud will get really intense later on. It's just kind of, you know, it's just, how do you want to put it? Conservative beginnings, I guess. There's a term for that, but whatever. So he's poison type. This should do a ton. Not quite killing, but oh well. Leech Life, not going to do much. Leech Life is one of the weakest moves in the game. Yeah, 8 damage. I think its base power is like 20 or even less than that. I never was a fan of Leech Life. Honestly, I don't like Zubat that much, but Golbat's pretty cool. I like Golbat. And Crobat's just awesome. But there we go, guys. The second trainer gets completely swept. Alright, let's go on to the third trainer, which I think was a youngster. No, I think Lad would be youngster, so I don't know what the third guy was. Hold up. Oh, it's a junior. Okay. I think juniors tend to have more like Rattatas and stuff like that. Let's see if that holds true in here as well. Not quite. Looks like he's got a bunch of ground types. Wow, he's got Diglett and Dugtrio. 4 ground types, 2 flying. All of those will be weak to ice. So I think I'll start off with, let's see, Horsey has Ice Beam, so does Nidorina. So I'm going to go ahead and start with Horsey, but I'll also bring Nidorina just in case I need a backup ice move. I think I'll also bring in Staryu, just for the water if I need it. But usually if you have type advantage, you're probably just going to sweep them. And I think Horsey is pretty fast, I was about to say, but definitely not fast compared to Dugtrio. Let's go ahead and use Hydro Pump. It might miss, but if it doesn't miss, it's going to do tons of damage. That Rock Slide. Dugtrio, I think, is one of the fastest Pokemon in the game. If I remember right, first fastest is Electrode, second is Aerodactyl, and I think around the top is Dugtrio and Jolteon. There we go, one Hydro Pump took him down. Rock Slide didn't do crud to me, man. So let's see what he's got next. And before it's the Diglett, Farfetch'd. You know, Farfetch'd, it's kind of weak in the grand scheme of things, but I think it's a little bit underrated in some regard. First of all, usually you get Farfetch'd by trading. This is true in Gen 1, and even it's true in Gen 6 as well. And when you get a Pokemon from trading, you get boosted experience, so the levels that they gain in some ways make up for some of the downsides. Also, Farfetch'd is bad compared to, like, Pidgeot or Fearow, but in my opinion, he's actually better than their unevolved forms. So he's better than Pidgey or Spearow or whatnot. That's not to say he's good in the end, but honestly, I think early game, Farfetch'd is pretty decent. Like in Generation 6, they give you a trade option for Farfetch'd, and if you pick him, like for the first hour or two of the game, he just wrecks everything, man. I even see speedruns, like people that speedrun Pokemon X and Y that try to beat it as fast as possible. As soon as they can get that Farfetch'd, they do, because he just wrecks the first gym and wrecks a lot of other stuff, because he can learn Slash, he's got Aerial Ace, he can learn Swords Dance from the TM you can buy. So really, he's not that bad. Of course, long term he's terrible, but I'm just saying, early game Farfetch'd is not that bad. Oh, come on, 3 HP, are you kidding me? Alright, one more Ice Beam should do it, unless he kills me, which I don't think he will. Not even with the quick attack. That's not going to do too much. Oh, not a big deal. If this misses, which it could miss, even though Ice Beam has a 100% accuracy, technically no move aside from Swift has that, because just by the way things are calculated in Pokemon Gen 1, you always have a 1 out of 256 chance to miss. Even if your move is intended to have 100% accuracy, you still can miss. Swift is not affected by that because Swift completely skips the accuracy check. It just works. So Swift is different, but every other move has a small chance to miss, even if it's not supposed to. I don't know if that's every Pokemon game or just this one. But here we go, guys! Finally for the battle against Brock! And he'll have some of the Pokemon he gets from the anime, such as Vulpix. But overall, all of his Pokemon are going to be weak to Horsey, definitely, because I have Water and Ice. So that's going to be good. And I'm also going to bring in Staryu, and man, I feel bad because I never used Tauros, Charizard, or Nidorina, but oh well, I'll bring Nidorina this time because I do have Ice Beam. But oh well, I didn't end up using all the team, but you know, you just use what you need to. Don't force anything, right? Alright. Bring it on, Onyx. Gonna Hydro Pump you, bro. Oh, he's gonna use Bind. Please miss. Ugh. This is not good. The way Bind works is it's gonna keep me immobilized for 2 to 5 turns. Now, my freedom from this is I can swap Pokemon, so let me go over to Staryu here. If I don't swap, then I will just be immobilized. So, I'm just gonna swap. Hopefully he doesn't just use Bind again. That would suck. But I think Staryu will be faster than Onyx, so I should be fine here. Yes, I am. Awesome. Get him, Staryu! I think that's a 4-time weakness, so he should be dead. Yep. Alright. Now, one thing that's crazy about the immobilizing abilities, such as Clamp, Bind, Wrap, Fire Spin, is that if you use them on an opponent, and you swap out, they will still be immobilized for that turn. So you can get a free swap. Of course, they can get a free swap as well, but, you know. I think Kabuto is Rock Water, so I'm going to use Thunderbolt. So I'm pretty sure that Surf would be neutral.
What's this? Whoa! Looks like a bad Pokemon choice.
Not quite a one-shot. He's got Slash. Ouch. Slash has a very, very high chance to crit. I think some Pokemon straight up have a 100% chance to crit, because I know I'm mentioning a lot of Gen 1 mechanics, but that's because a lot of the mechanics are different from newer games. In Generation 1, your crit chance is based off of your speed. And just because the way that it's calculated for Slash, certain Pokemon with a high enough base speed have basically a 100% chance to crit. Like Scyther, for example. He will always crit with Slash, aside from the 1 out of 256 chance to miss I mentioned. Alright, Thunderbolt should take this out. No, actually he's going to have a lot of defense, so that's not going to one-shot. And he might kill me here. Surf is not going to do that much to Staryu, but I am down to only 37. And, oh, 1 HP! Go Staryu! Alright. This should definitely take him out unless I miss, which I don't think I will. And there we go. That is going to defeat Brock. Staryu sweeping the team with 1 HP left. Holy crud, man.
That's it. Stay clear.
Yay. So that was not too big of a challenge. I would say that was a bigger challenge than in Yellow, because we didn't just like use double kick a bunch of times. But still, that was pretty easy. Let me know what you guys think about using random teams. I will definitely use the teams you guys suggest for the actual Stadium Cups, but I think random teams might be fun for the Gym Leader Castle, so let me know what you guys think. And that's going to be it for this episode. Next time we'll go back to the Great Ball Division and see how we do there. See you guys next time. Take care.